Hello, and welcome back. We're still here in the Lost City, somewhere beneath Keth. Hope you're all doing extraordinarily well today. It's been an odd old day here, pouring down with rain, threatening to thunder this morning, and hotter than Satan's ass crack this afternoon. So yep, this is still part of Exile 2. This is the Druid Plantomancer build, courtesy of Rax and Terax over on Mobalytics. It's a very straightforward, relatively simple build to play and to put together. It doesn't rely on anything particularly extravagant. At least not yet. And this is one of the big differences that I'm finding in between Diablo 4 and Path of Exile 2. When I was deciding what class I was going to play with my recent D4 playthrough on Rumble. One of my choices, I looked at the pros and cons, and it looked like a very, very strong build. Looked like a very strong character that you could get up to. You know, you could do Torment 10, Torment 12. No problem, boss killer and all the rest of it. Okay. But it relied on two pieces of gear. One was a pair of pants. And you'd have to farm keys in order to kill a mini boss or a lesser evil on the hope to get keys for the I think it was the Andariel, and Andariel had a very limited chance of dropping these pants. And your entire build was built around these pants. So it wasn't something that I thought was terribly viable, whereas in Path of Exile 2, almost every spec is viable. You may not be able to go as far through the maps at certain levels and so on, but every spec is viable, and every spec you can have fun playing. Every spec, every class pretty much is a viable and playable spec, and I think that that's a very good way of being able to, I mean, some obviously are going to be better than others at doing certain things, but when you have a spec that is entirely reliant on two pieces of gear and is a pile of shite without those pieces of gear, is the spec a spec? Is it any good?
Blood for blood. Winter deepens, bringing a biting chill. I long for it to snow, for the wonder I felt as a child to grace my eyes once more. But the last winter that brought such beauty was 200 years ago now. It cannot snow in a region where it does not rain. The city is quiet. The city is cold. The wind whistles through stone columns, unheard by the living. I ask myself why I am still here. I ask myself why I will not let my tired bones rest. And I ask myself whether I truly believe Halani will awaken. I do. I do.
Right, so last time we had a look at the changes to the game, the patch notes. We got to, I believe it was the fate of the Val moving to the core game. And next on the list is Abyss. I've done a bunch of Abysses so far, obviously just little ones, but we've had a little taste of what Abysses are like now. And it goes on to say there are now large Abyss cracks on the Atlas. Completing Atlas Abysses will close them and always give you abyssal depths with a boss fight. The Abyss Atlas tree has been revamped with many new nodes and changes to existing nodes. Kulimak's invitation is now always allocated to the map owner. Abyss omens no longer drop in areas below level 65. Modifiers to the number of chests found now apply to chests.
We lay the first stone of our new home. May Kev stand eternal, the heart of peace and prosperity, the bastion of our people.
Now apply to chests found in Abyss. These also apply to the chance to find an abyssal depths, so the chance to find an abyssal depths does not decrease with more chests in the area. They've adjusted the damage of the meteoric demise Abyss monster modifier, and lithomantic runes from the lithomantic runes Abyss monster modifier are now active after a longer delay. And if that makes any sense to you, fair play to you. Go on, little Crowbell, give him a smack. This guy's a toughie. He's got a lot of HP. He's easy to get around though, because he's relatively slow. But then so am I. I'm a bit of a slowbie. Mummy issues.
Could this be Halani herself?
Hello. I've just come to have a look at your urns. I am the Urn Inspector. Just making sure none of your urns breach health and safety regulations. Is that alright, madam? As you lie there with your guts all over the table. That's gross. Looking at her, I don't think she gives a damn about her urns. I think she's got bigger problems than urns.
Immortal. Oh, at last, please. End my suffering. My followers are long since dust, and I am but parchment. My veins dry as sand. None remember my name, and none think of me. I awoke from my long slumber, unable to move. My time has passed. I ask you, mortal, to use that one element that may finally end me. My opposite. Fire. It must be done.
Poor soul. Even death shows more mercy than this.
I had a splinter once.
Thank you.
It was really sore.
Tragic. To be forgotten by your own. She's gone, but not all of her.
I'm disappointed in the quality of the earnage in that room. Very disappointed.
The fire is a death!
I was expecting more.
A wild take hold!
Bingly, bingly, beep. That little swarmy cloud's quite good actually, and it's a decent early warning system as well. Because if there's mobs about, it'll peel off, and it will alert you just by its actions of getting ready to strike.
There was a goddess of water lying at the heart of Keth. I wonder what her role in the past involved. It is my sacred duty to keep our tales, but I know nothing of this goddess. How could we Maraketh have forgotten something so important?
So after we've finished here, I think we'll toddle off and do the, what's it called, Mastodon. We'll get the Mastodon tusks for the horn of the Vastiri. And that's a fairly big zone, so I'm not sure that we'll have time to do much more after that. The gauntlet coming from everywhere. I've made a few little changes to the way my character works in the last couple of levels. And just those few little changes have made the world of difference. And I've got one coming up, which I'm looking forward to. Just read it out to you. It's called Wild Surge Incantation. It's a keystone, and its storm and plant spells deal 50% more damage, cost 50% less, but they have 75% less duration. So they act like PvEs. And should give me a lot more damage. An immediate 50% increase in damage is not to be sniffed at. And then there was rubble. I don't think there's much more in here to do. And here we are at the bone wastes, or whatever it's called. Nice little welcoming committee for us. I think there's about 3 or 4 nested zones here. And if we're going to do all of them, I think that's going to be it then for today. I don't think we're going to have anything else. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything else. We'll run out of time.
Nature takes what's old.
It's so bleak. My god, this zone is so bleak. It reminds me of hell in Diablo 2. This doesn't even have rivers of flame. Oh, there's rivers of green crap by the looks of things. There's an abyssal spawn here. just talking about those.
Nature's grass! Nature takes us all! They defile this land and themselves with it. Bunch of jets! I'm full up.
Yeah, it's very bleak. Horribly so. Horribly, horribly so.
Unsightly spider!
I'd be very interested to know what his little insults are meant to achieve. You know, when he shouted at the spider just earlier on, unsightly spiders. What does he expect a spider to just like go, oh well, maybe okay, all right then. I'll just be off then. And the next minute you'll see a looks-maxing clinic for arachnids popping up. Never let a druid insult your appearance ever again.
Keep an eye on bones that should have fed the land, and not one's been laid.
Oh, Pharaoh. Hello, Pharaoh. We got something here for you, have we? Come on then. I half expected him to turn around and go, horrible hyena! Unsightly undead. That's rough on the throat, by the way. Don't try it. Don't try and imitate a Scottish druid. That's rough on the old larynx, by the way. I can only do it because I'm stupid. Don't be like me. No, this is a nice one.
What an inscription! Another success. But there's still one more in the region. Keep it up.
Yeah, okay. It better be worth it, man, I tell you. Apparently after every 2 discoveries, I think we had 1 in the Grellwood. I think that's what counted as a discovery. So there'll be 1 here, and after every 2 you get a piece of armor, and I don't know whether that's cosmetic. And if it's not cosmetic, I hope it's going to be bloody class specific. Otherwise, if it's not class specific, it's going to be so generic it's not going to be worth a toss. So if I remember correctly, what we're looking for here is an undead elephant and his general, his warlord.
They've taken half-wits.
You know, search for a decent bit of ivory. God, this place is horrible. Oh look, a remnant. That'll come in handy. So, elemental rune rewards. Heat, cold, lightning, chaos, I think. Bing! 100 Verisium for that. And I've got both of those relics as well to open up the thing in the other zone. Oi! That was bloody rude. Yeah, getting closer. Here we are. This is always a bit tricky because of the size of the arena that you fight in. Oh, hello. It was only that runic shield stuff that saved me then. Oh my goodness. God, I'm getting spanked. No, I've got him. I've got him. Yeah.
Dead now, the both of ye. And better. Well, I'll put these to better use than the blighted necromancer ever did.
We haven't had any decent upgrades for a while, I have to say. Well, not drops per se, but I might have to think about doing some crafting. I think that's one of the reasons why we're down a little bit on our DPS. I'll certainly have to address the issue before we hit the dreadnought, that's for sure. Either that or I'm gonna have to do the dreadnought a couple of times before I hit that Jammin' Ra. Just to get a couple extra levels in. I should really just port straight back to the train, but I need as much XP as I can get before I hit Jam and Ra, so you'll excuse my indulgence. Oh, hello. Quite like this abyssal mechanic.
A druid knows to tread a light.
They're always entertaining, these fights, I have to say. Bit hectic. Always a chance of getting overwhelmed, but enjoyable. The lightless passage. I think this is one of those abyssal places.
Freshly dug.
Grave digging half-wit. Ropes and steer ye!
No, it's been a year or so since I played Path of Exile 2, so I'm not entirely certain what the deal is with these abyssal caves, or whether there is a deal with them, or whether it's just an XP fest. I seem to remember there's something in here about corrupted items or something. A vague memory. Yeah, I can see you hiding behind there. It's not gonna save you. He thought hiding behind a stalagmite would save his bacon. There's nothing like plant-based genocide.
That's had enough already. You disrupt the natural order! There's no end to this place.
Okay. Okay, I still don't remember this.
So the ancient enemy has returned. But why is this one not attacking us?
A tongue twisted by darkness. I cannot follow it.
In a time long past, I aided an alliance that fought these beings for centuries. They are the Lightless, the Abyssals, the spawn of the Well of Souls. I can teach you its ancient tongue, for knowledge was our greatest weapon. Hold still.
Oi. I didn't agree.
Oh, like roots digging into my skull.
You now possess understanding of their language. Tread carefully. In ages past, these creatures served a dark god. Kulamak, the Lich Lord, master of undeath. The Alliance destroyed his body in battle countless times, but the Well of Souls remained beyond our reach. I must go. I cannot risk capture.
Speak plain. Who holds your leash?
This one serves. This one has always served. Unchanging. The master changes in Kulamak's absence. Amanamu. Ulaman. Kurgo. Yara. Tekra. This one does not change. You are here. You are the master. Until you are not here.
You call it a well, but it reeks of a grave.
The well is down. From all the places, all paths, it is still down. In time, all
Well, that's cheerful.
If there's no rest and death, then she's still suffering. Because of me.
You can use this one, Master. You destroy these ones, but not this one. Has this one served you well?
You've done what's asked. That's service enough.
You come from the boundless cavern. No stone inside above, only fire and void. Hateful beings, spawned by flesh, skitter in the searing light. They seek to rend these ones, to destroy them. This one has never been. This one only serves you. This one is frightened. Kulamak stirs below. Kulamak grows once more.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Cast remains into the well. His bones, his ancient flesh. He will reward you as he rewards this one. The source gives him power.
Oi, psycho chicken. Easy with the bell. Right, okay. Okay. Alright, so that's where you come and put them. Alright, I've got you. Okay. It's kinda coming back to me. But not quite, if you know what I mean. So I think we're gonna have to see it in action to really kind of jog the memory. Great big green hole in the ground. What could go wrong? There we go. Turned it off.
You disrupt the natural order.
Well, he's not wrong. Let's be fair. Sorry about the latency issues. There's heading back to the to the train. No, it's not a train, really, it's a caravan. Might as well pick up a little bit of XP on the way. So tomorrow we'll finish off the rest of part 2, get as far up towards Jamin-Ra as we can, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to at least have one go at him. It may not work out, but we may have one go at him. Jeweler's orbs. They're always handy. So there's still an awful lot to do here in part 2.
Nature takes what's old.
I believe there's Valley of the Titans and then there's Deshar, the City of the Dead, and they are full-on big places. So we'll do what we can tomorrow and get as far up as we possibly can with the time that we have.
Hello.
Hello.
I've got some trinkets.
Haven't you just?
I'll ask Shambrin about this one.
She won't know. She only does pointy stuff.
This could be useful.
Coming to the time now where I change my main weapon to a wand and a focus. So I'll probably do that tomorrow if I can find a suitably worthwhile wand. And of course a decent focus. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Well, listen, that's a problem for for tomorrow. And I think we've had a pretty good run today. And so thank you ever so much. We're going to leave it here. Thank you ever so much for hanging out with me and spending your time here in Path of Exile 2 with me. And I will see you tomorrow. Cheers. And while I've got you, will you please consider like, subscribe, and the other thing? You know what to do. Cheers.